Now, this hit me like a ton of bricks, so brace yourself, okay? Being offended and gossip, they're sisters. They go hand in hand, quite literally. Let me tell you something. I went to church and I was so... The sermon gave me a two-piece, okay? It was about being offended. And I realized that when I am offended, it triggers me to start gossiping, okay? So, hear me out. I've quit drinking. I've quit smoking. I've quit doing the deed with men. I've quit a lot of big sins, right? The small sins are the things that are hard. And gossip probably isn't a small sin, not in God's eyes, but to people, it's so normalized that it's just like, oh, whatever. I have to constantly check myself about gossiping. But let me show you how being offended by what someone does to you and gossiping goes hand in hand. So I'm going to use me as an example. Something happened to me a couple days ago with a friend. They said something to me based on something I said a while ago. They misunderstood what I was saying, and they basically said something and it kind of like hurt my feelings, right? Like it offended me. Like I was just like, dang, like that's crazy. Like you didn't even really hear me out. Like you didn't even really ask me any, further questions, whatever. You just drew a conclusion. So I was very much offended, but I just kind of ate it up. Like, okay, they're entitled to feel the way that they feel. So I let it go. When I tell you I was already convicted by the sermon about being offended, they didn't even really tie gossiping into it like that for real, but I picked it up because it was my conviction. Like I knew that I had been gossiping lately, but I felt justified because so many people gossip in the way that I was gossiping. So let me explain it. Sorry. When this person offended me, that is my friend, I wanted to tell somebody so freaking bad. I wanted to tell my mom. I wanted to tell someone else that would understand. I wanted to vent, which low-key is gossiping because you're talking about the person and what they did to you. But here's the difference. So I could have said like, oh, so-and-so said A, B, and C, and I didn't like that, right? But we already know when we are venting and we are offended that we are going to say, and this is why, and then this, and then this, and then the person's going to say, oh, that's not cool because this, and then you two are going back. Yeah, exactly. So I needed something in the moment. I needed that need that like, I needed it to be filled. And I was like, I'm going to tell somebody. So I didn't. I ate it up. And it was so hard, right? I wanted to say something so bad. I just sat on it. The very next day, the person came back to me and basically explained how like they misunderstood what I was saying and it was fine. Like it literally just went away. Like everything that was supposed to happen the way this was, it didn't happen. All because I did not vent, aka gossip, because I was offended. Y'all, this was so groundbreaking for me because every time something happens to me, I feel like I gotta tell another soul about it. I feel like I gotta say something. And depending on how you do it, because it's very hard to vent and not gossip. It really is. So lately, that's where my conviction has been, is with gossiping. Like, even gossiping with other people. Like, someone may call you to talk about something or someone, and it's like, it's hard to just sit there and hear somebody out because you want to join in or like, oh, yeah, that ain't right. Like this, that. It's gossip. It is. And it's so hard. And I've been in a place of repentance with gossiping for a while because it's like, girl, shut up. Because I know a lot of people probably can relate. Like my family gossips, my whole family gossips. My cousin was over my house the other day. We had a whole full-fledged gossip session that I had to be in repentance for. But it's funny because I was trying to tell her how I got laid off from my job. She said, oh, I already know. I said, how do you know? Because she's my cousin, but like this done got out of the immediate family all the way over to my cousin who don't even live in the city that I live in. And it's like, oh, well, okay, I got an offer though. Like, I'm just waiting to hear back. She's like, yeah, I already know that too. So, I don't know. It's not an excuse that it's something that you were raised on. It's not an excuse. This is really hard for me to not gossip. Like, it's really hard for me. I'm not going to hold you. I want to gossip. I quite literally do. So, I don't know who that may help. Being offended can lead to gossip. Sometimes you just need to sit on a thing. Sit on it. Let it play itself out before you go and tell 50, 11 people. And then you got to turn back around and be like, oh, we're good now. Goofy. It makes me think about how girls will tell you all about their crappy relationship, and then they go right back to them, they holding hands and kikiing, and you looking at this man like, I can't stand this man after what you just told me. Why? Because that was gossip as well. It was gossip as well. It was a venting session, but it was gossip. That's another story for another day. Anywho, goodbye.